Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another Manchester United Liverpool show. Man United podcast meets the analysis at Anfield podcast. So we will be discussing all things Manchester United, all things Liverpool. So please keep all your questions and your comments with please keep all your comments and questions about those two football clubs. Make sure whether you're watching this live right now, big up to you, or you're watching this back after the live. Also, big up to you. Hit that like button on the video. Make sure you hit the like button on the video. Please share this across all the socials. And on top of those two things, make sure you subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV as well. And when you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell. Got man like Saint in the building. Yes, Saint, what are you telling me, man? You good?
You blessed up, man. What are you telling me?
I'm good, blessed, bro. Man. Yeah, man. It is. I missed the show last week. Obviously, I was doing the specials. I feel like I've not seen you in time, and it's legit only been a week.
I know, bro. Oh, I miss you too, my guy.
Of course, man. Miss these shows, man. You know what I'm saying? And I do. You feel me? Large up to everyone in the chat already. Continue to bump up the likes as well. Continue to share across all socials at Sarcasm City TV. And like I said, subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you super chat, we will get to it as well. But we'll start with your club. Seems to be, plenty of conversation going on. Another Lavia bid rejected. But he didn't, was he not? He wasn't in the squad for Southampton's last game, I believe. He didn't play or he was on the bench. And then obviously Jamie Carragher. Can someone actually put out the tweet? Because Jamie Carragher actually tweeted about the Lavia bid. He's basically saying, I'm paraphrasing, it's embarrassing and Liverpool should be moving better, but I will find the tweet. But we'll start there. What are you saying, Saint, about the Lavia situation?
Pretty much everything he just said in terms of the summary and what he said, like this is outrageous, bro. Like, big up my guy. Like I said this from time, so I'm not even gonna sit here and say, "Oh, I told you so." Like he's a cool player, but big up McAllister, and he's, do you know what I mean? He's doing bits, doing what I thought he would do in a team like ours. To be fair, and he's smashing it. But it's outrageous to ever think that someone like that should be holding a DM position. Like, do you know what I mean? What are you doing?
Yeah.
If you're even like testing out them type, what are you doing, bruv? What's going on, bruv? What are you smoking? Like, that's like round pegs in square holes, whatever they're saying. That's the most, that don't even go. That's just, what are you doing, bruv? It's like, in that situation, I'm thinking, you might as well just pay the peas, bruv, but you're doing up 47 and a half. These man have, bro, they've put in their heels. They're saying, and you know what I've come to see as well. Like one thing I've come to realize as well. Like a lot of people said it, and I'm like, I understand now. I get it. Like it's the P that's associated with the player. What's hard for you to get your head around is that's the P that is the worth to them. Do you get it?
Yeah.
And that's sometimes what's hard to, like, do you know what I mean? Like, and to them, seeing man, like, obviously, do you know what I mean? He's young, but seeing Rice, do you know what I mean? Basmati Rice going for a young 100 mil and that, like, it's making man feel like, and I get it. And if you want him, pay the peas, bro. Do up 47 and a half and a wham and a Kit Kat. And then, like, do you know what I mean? Like 47, bruv, it's outrageous. It's just a joke, isn't it? It's a joke. Yeah, man.
It literally seems to be now less than 5 million. Like the valuation is less than. That's why I still think you will sign him. But the fact Liverpool haven't just got this wrapped up is crazy to me.
That's what's embarrassing, and that just shows you where we are. Yeah, like, do you know what I mean? Like, we are so far away from, like, bro, like in terms of like where the game unfortunately is where the game is. You can't moan about that. It is what it is, and it's money. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Now I rate Klopp as a manager. Yeah. I don't rate his backroom staff, but I rate him as a manager. Yeah. But the level, let me try and eloquently try and put this into. I've been smoking. I've been a couple red stripes down, but
it's all good.
The level in which I rate Klopp, and I do rate him.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that doesn't sort of like eclipse the gap that there is in terms of money for us to move like a serious club. You know, them ones there, like for us to, like, for example, Gavador guy that the City have just got, like, for 90 mil.
Oh, you're talking about
Like,
Vardio? Yeah, I was
Vardio.
thinking who you talking about. Yeah, I was like, who? Yeah, now clicked. I thought he signed someone and I missed it.
He's been a Liverpool fan from Wade. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, you lot did get linked with him initially.
Love Matt. If we were a serious club, not to say we could obviously pay 90, but we would have gone and slapped a young 70, test the resolve. Do you know them ones there? Have a man whose boyhood like comes. Do you know? But we are nowhere near that. Like, we're scrimping and scraping over 5 mil, bro. And like Arsenal were scrimping and scraping, yeah. But there were over 100 mil. Do you know?
That was big money. It was big money.
Big monies to be scrimping as brother. We're scrimping and scraping over 5 mil for an amount which was less than what we paid for Naby Keita. Like, what's going on here? Like, we're moving backwards, bro. We're regressing. This is how we're moving. Like, that's the way we're moving in terms of someone that we really want and need in the market.
Yeah, he's someone like. He's someone who goes into your first 11. That's the crazy part. He's not
a Thiago Alcantara who's like, yeah, I know he's cold. I know he wants to maybe, like, you know, them ones there. Like, it would be nice to have him as an addition. Like, you know, them ones. No, this is someone who's instrumental to your. Yeah, big up my guy Lewis.
Every time, man. Save Lewis.
Instrumental to our team. You need him. You desperately want him. It's clear. You've done 2 bids, 3 bids, but you're scrimping and scraping over. Bro, it's outrageous, bro. Because I know that we still need more in the team, and this is how they're going on with this. Like, they never getting no fucking. They never get a right back, no defender, bro. Like, what's going on, bro?
Yeah, because it was Liverpool. So this is from Paul Joyce. Liverpool have submitted a third bid to Southampton for Romeo Lavia, this time in the region of 45 million, inclusive of add-ons, also rejected. It's crazy.
Inclusive. Man couldn't even do up 45 and I'll chuck you a young 5 mil add-ons. This is how man are going on. Fucking hell, bro.
Hey, Lavia Lewis, big up to one second, let me pull up your name. I did see it pop up. Big up to Jared as well, who's been a member of the channel for 2 months. I will get to your question, no worries about that. Large up to everyone who is locked in. And this is what Jamie Carragher said. This is embarrassing. Liverpool for years now have got deals done quickly with no fuss. If you don't think he's worth 50 million, move on. If you really want him, pay it. Also, not sure why Liverpool and in for Caicedo. Yes, it's a lot of money, but Liverpool got big money for Henderson, for Benio.
Brother, you won't scrimp and scrape 5 mil. You talking about Caicedo, fam? Big man, relax, bro. I'm talking about a young money's next positions even, and I'm thinking you ain't doing that. Not if this is how you're going on with a DM like that. Like, and the thing is, which is outrageous, is I maybe understand the hesitation because you're thinking. And I've said this before, 50 mil on a player who, realistically, I wouldn't really want in the first team straight away. I understand. But such is the fucking market, and you're paying that for what he's then going to become. He's 19. Yes. Do you know what I mean? He's going to then be, do you know what I mean? I just don't understand. So what we should do really is be paying the 50 mil. Yeah.
Pay the 50
parking him. Do you know what I mean? Getting someone who can really, do you know what I mean? Maybe interchange with him. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why I was screaming Amrabat.
Yeah, him and Amrabat makes sense for you. Look. Those two together as a duo. It's obvious.
It's like like a Caicedo, yeah, is like what? 80 mils.
Yeah, north of that. You're talking 90, 100 potentially, but I hear you.
Talking like maybe 90 mils, yeah, for a Caicedo. You're talking 75 mils could get you an Amrabat and a Lavia. Lock down your ridiculous. Midfield. You're calm. Move on. What the fuck? Oh my God, bro. Like, what is going on here? But no,
I don't get it. I thought it was just Manchester United who do these type of things, but to see it for you lot, someone who does, yes, I
You
understand the
don't do
reputation
these
by
type of
age.
things, though. You don't do these type of things because what you will do, yeah, is you're madmen, yeah. Because yeah, you will scrimp and scrape over 5 mil, and then the next season you'll pay 90 mil. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll pay big money for someone.
You pay the big.
We'll go to the other extreme. You know what I'm saying? We'll go.
You
All right,
waiting for
Caicedo.
you waiting for Sancho to pay big money. You get it?
That
Anthony,
is us.
Anthony, you will do the thing for time, and you're like, oh yeah, you know, fuck it, like that. We are not doing that, brother. And look at the peas in which we're scrimping and scraping over.
Yeah, it's not even big money. It's not even like it's 90, 100 M's. Bro. It's 50 million.
But you went and slapped 60 sign M on fucking Nunes and didn't itch. What is going on here, bro? Like, fucking hell, bro.
Large Jez, I see you in the chat. Big up everyone who is locked in as well. Were you surprised that because Jamie Carragher, to my knowledge, you might know better than me, doesn't really speak out, well, hasn't really spoken out about these things. Obviously, he's opinionated and will, but I've never seen him in terms of transfer say anything.
Yeah,
that's what I should say.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was surprised over the transfer. He has been saying one or two things in terms of the club and that, but like in terms of transfer, I've never seen him pipe up like that. So I was like, okay, yeah, no, I hear that. And like, to be very honest with you, what he said, I think, is one of them things where like it isn't an opinion. It's actually like what he said. It's embarrassing, bro.
It's just a general consensus.
It's a general consensus, bro.
It's like pay the money or move on. Yeah.
It's actually embarrassing, bro. Like your big Liverpool, your third bid is 45 M's all inclusive of add-ons. Like that's what are you doing? Like what? Like it's embarrassing. So it's not even like he said anything which was really like, you know, then we're there like.
Well, even he's tired of it, which goes to show where he's at. Because
Yeah,
it's like you lot should have done wrap this deal up and have him for the Chelsea game, which we'll discuss. Like you lot should have done the business. I don't get it. Like I'd take him at Manchester United today. Like I would take him today.
A young youth whose biggest thing for me is the fact that I don't think he's got enough experience on this level, and in terms of knowing our style. You would want if that's who you want him as early as possible in order to then integrate him into this style and try and get him into what the fuck, bruv? Why go and pay for a 19-year-old like who do you know is going to need time integrating into the style at the 12th hour?
Yeah. That's it. You want to give him as much preseason as possible.
Ultimately pay the P's in which the fucking club done told you about all fucking 6 weeks ago, bruv. Like, what's going on?
They've said they have been consistent on the 50 M's. It seems to be that's the general consensus. 50 M's,
bruv. This is why we're some dickhead because a normal person would be like, yo, 42 M's. No.
Yeah.
Like 45 or these lot want 50 M's. They would know early. These lot doing you say 50 M's or 27 in a bit? Like, you know, like maybe 30 something. Like they have no idea. They're thinking, oh, maybe they could. Nah, bro, you go with serious bids to know, like, these lot are. This is what these lot want. They're not having it. Like that's why Chelsea are like, raw. These lot are really not on it. Like, get me? Like they're doing big bids, bro. Like, come on, man. I want some joke thing, bro. This is what I fucking told you. I told you this when I was doing up. You know, and you lot are looking so busy, and you lot looking so.
You know, we're looking busy, yo. Did you got LinkedIn? McAllister, Shabazz, like Catherine Charam. There was another central midfielder as well. I was like, right, check
all them links. You know, man went home. All them numbers just did. What's going on? Yo, I just got bare numbers at the club. Like, what's good?
It's a dude. The number you have called has not been recognized.
All he was, bruv. He was just a light link, fam. You know them ones there. Like he was never.
But in the moment, you was gassed when you was getting them numbers in the club. You was gassed. Like that's where it was. Like, you did do good business though. You wasn't. But you got McAllister, Shabazz. Like that's good business.
Screw face. Send me the number and you better answer. Like you know like that. Like screw face. What I was telling you, I was like, relax, big man. I know us, bro. We are the type to get the number, go home and fumble it. We deleted it. What happened? Like, you know, that one's there. Like, lose the phone. We are fumbling, bro. We don't know what we're doing, bro.
Well, you did get two, like McAllister and Szoboszlai there. That's good. That's good business.
McAllister, I wasn't surprised. What surprised me wasn't the fact that they got him or nothing. That with the McAllister thing, the thing that surprised me was that a club would allow a World Cup winner to have a buyout clause of 30.
Yeah, they fumbled the bag. Was he had that beforehand?
That's what I was like. Wow, that's mad. You get me?
Yeah, they fumbled the bag.
The addition of him as well. I really said that to you earlier. I was like, I was like, I would like McAllister. Do you know them ones there? Like I said that he's cold. Like, so I wasn't like, I was like, yo, cool, bless. What surprised me was Szoboszlai. You get me? I was like, okay. Right, okay. Like, do you get it?
Yeah, they fumbled the bag. Yeah.
Like, Szoboszlai, I was like, that surprised me because I didn't think that they would go in and, do you know what I'm saying? Like 60 mil, boom, bam, just something. He's kind of what we needed. And I was like, raw, okay. That was when I was like, raw, maybe we are looking to do bits, but let me just take time and see.
And I hear you. It's still better though. Big up to Stephanie G here getting her dad jokes off. She says, Romeo, where are thou, Romeo? Sorry, Flawless couldn't resist. That is fucking...
Well, what happened? Did man die at the end?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, Romeo died. Yeah. Romeo died. But Stephanie G, she always in the chat getting her dad jokes off. She must be a mum because she be getting them dad jokes off all the time, man.
She knows as well. She be apologizing as well, like guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm sorry, like all the time she put all the time. She can't say it. How you feeling going into the season? Lots of Liverpool fans think they don't have any depth going into the season, though, even though you made good signings. Thoughts? It's a good question, actually.
It depends what you're talking about. Like, we've got a lot of shoulders. Do you know them ones there? Big shoulders, like, and big arms. You know them ones there, like big arms and big shoulders. But no leg day, fam. No leg day, bro. Like the legs are looking Johnny Bravo, fam. That's how we're looking, Johnny Bravo. You know, like
Johnny Bravo.
One.
Yeah, Johnny Bravo. Yeah.
You know them ones there, like young slide tackle, Colossus, fam. Like our attack, mad, lot of depth, stupid amounts of depth.
We like the attack.
Wings, when I say wings, left-hand side more so than right. Obviously, don't get me started, been saying that, but whatever. But our wings are heavy, and because we got this African, like he kind of counts as in terms of like touch wood, like the man don't, do you know what I mean, brought down and that, so he's always available. So so up front, like we're depth. Midfield, we got cover as well, to be fair now. Cover I wouldn't necessarily like, but if we had to start the season against, say, a Chelsea, which we do, like, then it is what it is. We've got like a young Gakpo that can come back. He seems to be doing that role quite nicely and happy to do so. Do you know what I mean? Intelligent in that midfield. And yes, it's gonna. I don't even know who we play in that DM, bro. It's gonna have to be.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is it McAllister as the 6, and then what? Szoboszlai as the 8, and then who's the other 8? Who would you like to see as the other 8?
It's gonna have to be like a Curtis Jones, isn't it?
Okay, did that concern you? It's not the worst midfield.
It's not, no, because and to be fair, like I've seen him do it on the left-hand side. I've seen him do it before. Like he seemed to be doing quite well. Do you know what I mean? Like, nah, let him, let him do that. Do you know what I mean? And in that, he's got McAllister, Szoboszlai, do you know what I mean? In terms of like cover and experience, I guess. Szoboszlai's quite young, but still, do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's not my ideal, but it's gonna have to work, innit? It's just gonna have to do. So we don't quite have cover in that sense. So obviously we don't even have a DM in it. So do you know what I mean? And then
what is Beek though? Is he not a 6?
Yeah,
is he more of an 8?
He's a 6, yeah, but he's young, bro. And
I know he's young. Yeah. I was just asking, like, in terms of what his profile is.
Oh no, he's a 6. He's a 6. He's a 6.
Okay.
But he's the job share. You. Do you know what I mean? We're looking for someone to like. You know what I mean? Like, I rate him as well. Like, but bro, to put our whole season on the Cetic as DM, relax, bro. Like,
Rat said, You're an idiot, yo. You're an idiot. You're an idiot.
You know, but as soon as I say, you know exactly what I mean, bro. Do you know the ones there? Like you know, you get a job, but do you know what I mean?
No, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
You're just looking for someone to just hold that out with him. And then defensively is where we need help, bro. Like, we are slacking, bro. Like, for our last game, I know we won it 3-1, like, but like the ball that was just so direct, it was just so dumb, bro. Like, oh, it was awful. We really need a defender, bro. We need a defender, and I just don't think we're gonna get it. Like, so I don't know, man. It's just a bit mad.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, we will see in regards to your defense, but let's see what else you lot are saying in the chat. Continue to get your questions in. Continue to bump up the likes as well. Let me double check how many likes we're on. Like check 1212. We're only at 34 likes, and there's over 70 of you lot in the building. Let's get up to 50 likes, people. Let's get up to 50 likes. What is going on? Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button on the channel as well. Hit the notification bell when you do so as well, people. What are we doing? Let's make sure. Let's get on that. Mods, get everyone on that, please. Big up to Jared, who I said earlier as well, who's been a member of the channel for 2 months. Link for the membership is in the pin comment. What is United's 11 going to look like with Amrabat and Todibo flawless? Does Amrabat start over Mount? I don't think Amrabat starts over Mount. I can see it to the point where Amrabat starts with Mount at times, and Bruno will play wide right. I can see Ten Hag. We've seen it last season at points. He's not afraid to drop people, or not even drop people. He's not afraid to rotate people or switch things up for certain games. So it wouldn't surprise me at all to see Amrabat alongside, well, in the same midfield as a Casemiro on a Mount and a Bruno wide right, for example. But in terms of who's going to be starting more often than not, it's definitely going to be Amrabat. It's definitely going to be. Hey, in certain games, no, in the big games though, I'm for that. You know what I'm saying? More like I'm calm with that. Like him away from home on that right-hand side, if the other team has a attacking fullback or you trying to stock up in the midfield and have him invert, yeah, man, that's cool. Get him out of the middle and get Bruno off the ball, running around him and Mount. Like, that's what's needed. You know what I'm saying? Forget about those two on the ball. As for Todibo would come in and be back up to a Varane and would play game time. Obviously, compete with Varane for that spot, compete with Lindelof for that spot as well. So I don't think Todibo changes the 11. I don't think Amrabat changes the 11 often, but in certain games you can definitely see it. It might be where it's an Amrabat, Mount, and Bruno. It might be those three. He might not play Casemiro, or like I said, Casemiro alongside the Amrabat with a Mount in there or with a Bruno in there. So yeah, I don't think it's a start over. I don't think it's like that. But big up Jared. We'll see. But yeah, we need more midfielders. So get him in. We definitely need more midfielders. I don't know what's going on and what we're doing, but definitely get more midfielders in terms of Amrabat and as well. Warrior J here says, this is Van Dijk. He says, obviously, when a lot of players are leaving, when your captain is leaving, your vice captain is leaving, and at the moment there are only 2 incomings. And the way we are playing in possession, really good. But defensively, when you concede goals, it's not as good. I can understand some people having doubts. You agree with this? Don't agree with this? Like, what's your thoughts on?
Pretty much what I said, isn't it? Pretty much what I said, isn't it? And defensively is where we concede goals, and it's not as good. That's literally what I said, bro. Like, in possession, we are good. Somewhat, we're better in terms of like patterns of playing. That we've got man that actually, do you know what I mean, move and got a bit more technical ability on the ball. But yeah, man, defense is gonna hurt you, man. Goals against us is gonna hurt us.
No, that is very much so. That's a very fair point, to be honest. Very fair point. And also as well, this is a good question. Sammy says, Saint, where do you have Liverpool finishing with Lavia? So say you sign Lavia and no one else, where would you think you would finish in the league?
Big up my guy Sammy, first of all. Hope you're well. Long time, man. Big up my guy Sammy each and every time. With Lavia, 4th? 3rd?
Really? 4th, okay, 4th, 3rd. Okay. Fairs. Is that because of the defense? Because you will score a lot of goals.
It's because of the defense, bro. We will score a lot of goals. I know we will. But, bro, like, Lavia, as good as he is, like I said, it's still like it's a step up from Southampton.
That's true.
His pass completion wasn't great, obviously, because he was with
Ward-Prowse in there.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, and that. But like, it will be a step up. He's a young youth, so like, I just don't think all of a sudden we're Yeah, I mean, he's, we're better, but we're not. We're not. You know what I mean? And like I said, like Flawless, bro. Like defense is, come on, man. Like, that's the one in it. Like
that's a defense, but I said, come on, man.
That's.
Nah, I hear you. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. I understand your reservations about your defense. I do hear that. Like, I get it in regards to the reservation because your defense isn't the best. But that being said, let's go into, obviously, you got the big game of the opening. You're the big game opening weekend, the huge game. Stamford Bridge, Chelsea versus Liverpool. How are you looking at that? What result are you looking at? Do you think you're favorites in your mind? You're not favorites because it's at the Bridge. They're having a very similar issue to you in regards to being unable to sign a central midfielder who's key to what they're trying to do. Obviously, Liverpool trying to sign Lavia, Chelsea trying to sign Caicedo. Let's see your overall thoughts on the game and what you're looking for.
Generally, I don't know if it's going to be a new game. Do you know what I mean? In terms of like,
okay,
our games with Chelsea have not been good.
That's true.
Over like recent years, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? And so that's got a draw written all over it because, like you said, we're pretty much in the same sort of position coming into this game. However, from pre-season, yeah, I see like quite a high scoring draw. They got some exciting
high scoring draw. Bear in mind, Nkunku's injured.
Oh, okay.
Nkunku's injured. You know, he's injured for like they're saying like 3 to 4 months. It could be.
Oh yeah, I forgot that still because he was what I was thinking. I was like, they got some exciting.
Yeah.
I think we should. No, okay. I would say we beat them still. But I see like a 3-1, 3-2, something like that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, definitely.
All right, first free to, and why do you think it is? I don't see them scoring actually. Even though your defense is not the best, like here's where the issue is: you're both lacking in midfield, but still have good midfielders outside of lacking in the midfield. Your attack is very good. Their attack is not very good. No stress, man. It's all blessed. Do your thing. No stress, man. No stress. I wait for that, people. StreamYard for some reason is froze, so I can't put your comments up on the screen, people. So if you see me looking to the right, it's because I got to get your comments up like that. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard. It seems to have frozen, so I'm not sure because it's even got the same amount of numbers, and I can see there's over 70 people in here, and this is telling me like 45, 46. So yeah, let's see what else you lot are saying as well in the chat. Get any questions in, of course. Get any questions in. Warrior Jason, speaking of the league flawless, did you hear the Wolves manager reached an agreement with the board to part ways? I'm saying this question because Manchester United could get a new manager bounce. If we don't beat Wolves, that's on us. New manager, whether it's Lopetegui, whether it's a new manager, we should do the business. Let me try bump it up on this laptop here, but we should beat Wolves. I'm not concerned. I'm not fussed whatsoever. We're a better side than Wolves. Our home form last season was our bread and butter. Like it was pretty much impeccable. I think the only team, no stress. I think we lost one game there, which was the opening game, and then the only big six side, or you throw Newcastle in the mix, we dropped points to at home was Newcastle as well. So yeah, we have to start off the season with a bang. But yeah, fam, as I was saying in regards to the Chelsea Liverpool game, like their attacks doesn't look good, but your attack looks very good. Both of you two have issues in midfield, even though you have quality midfielders there. In regards to their case, Enzo, you lot having Szoboszlai, McAllister, and then defensively they look good, but defensively you look shaky. So that's why I think it will be. Unfortunately, I actually think you lot win still.
Yeah, that's what I say. I think we win, like, because I've seen it from what I can see in preseason. Anyways, do you know what I mean? Like we'll score probably pretty early as well, but we'll concede, man. Do you know what I mean? But that's without saying, bro. We will concede, bro.
That's without concede, definitely.
But yeah, but we look pretty sharp. Jota looks sharp. Salah looks really good. I like Gakpo. Gakpo's just he's my type of player. I like him, man. And Diaz just looks like he's on it. So our front line look like they're on stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? So I expect us to.
And just to answer your question, Shikar, it's at the Bridge. 1 second, I'm just gonna jump out and jump back in because this is frozen on here. I don't know why. Give me 2 secs. 1 sec.
Say nothing. I'll come back then, so you can at least see, man. You see me? So man was just Doing my little smoking thing. Yeah, let me see what you man are saying. Hey, come on. Big up, Lewis each and every time. Liverpool acting like they're going to the corner store and asking boss man to allow 10p, brother. Why, yo, Jez, that's exactly what we're like, fam. So that's literally it, fam. Honestly.
Someone asked. Go on, fam. Go now. Someone
no. I was just reading that thing.
Yeah. Someone did ask, what would your front three be for the game at the Bridge? It's a good question because you got options.
That's it. But I'm thinking options, bro. Like Diaz, Salah.
Okay, you going for it, man? All right.
So Diaz is looking cold, bro. Like,
right.
He does some
cheeky little finish.
Does a little he's onto stuff, bro. I was say, all right, go on, Diaz, bro. Salah's been looking kind of cold as well. Like
this guy. Yeah.
I'm gonna say, yeah, just because of how sharp he's been looking. So I want to maybe carry that on. I think he's probably one of our best finishers in the club. I'm gonna go Jota.
So you're saying, so your front three is Diaz, Jota, Salah. Right, so you've gone for it. So no Gakpo, no Nunes. All right, first. They're decent options to have off the bench, though.
Trust me.
Right? Could have put him off the bench.
So yeah, Gakpo's the one I was like, oh, Nunes is a super suffer man. Anyways, it's calm. But Gakpo's the one that I was like,
Nunes is super suffer man. It's calm.
But yeah, nah. Jota's been looking smoky still.
All right, so you with the preseason thing, yeah?
Just all I've got to go off, innit? You know,
it's because the Chelsea fans will be saying that. They've been saying that about Jackson, so they'll be saying beware.
They have been saying that. I have been looking at him still, and he's been looking all right. And that's what you're saying. Like I don't blame you because there's nothing else you can go from. You get me? Like so, it's like from what I've seen, this is what I can say, innit? You know, like that man can't go off last season.
Nah, you know the funny part is though, if he was terrible, they wouldn't be it's preseason. It don't matter. If Jackson was playing awful. Like, oh yeah, he's not bad. Yeah. We'll see what he does. But now all of a sudden he's I think he got the number 15. He's the reincarnation of Drogba. I was saying that's what he is now. He's the new Didier Drogba. Like that.
Big up Nick, man. Big up Nick.
The whole new, like, because it's preseason, like the new car smell, the hype surrounding you get from fans surrounding their club because it's new signings, new season, haven't seen them in a while. People are from Ruda Rakelins.
Cocaine Air Force Ones, innit? You know them ones there. Watch when you get a young, watch when you get a young crease in them, like you know, like that. Watch when man misses a couple sitters, like, and it's you don't look at man the same, you know, like that. You just look at them like, oh, these ain't the same.
I said cocaine white Air Forces. That is fire, yo.
You know what I'm saying? You take out the watch, like, ooh, fam. Watch, bro. Run one man down, bro. One man down, fam.
Cocaine white Air Forces.
Hit your clutch too hard on the car, bro. And you come out, you're like, oh. So it's like
that's what it is. All of this, because it's either going to happen. It's either going to be Liverpool fans, Chelsea fans, not all, by the way, people, but it's either going to be Chelsea fans, Liverpool fans, or both who are getting an extreme reality check within this game. So whether Chelsea win very well or Chelsea just win 2-1, or whether Liverpool win very well or Liverpool win 2-1, or it's a dull draw. But yeah, go on.
I feel like our expectations are more realistic in terms of like McAllister. I know what McAllister does, and he's doing what I expected him to do. Do you know them ones? Then that's why I was happy for him to come. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, and maybe even show me a little bit more now, having to be used a little bit more versatile in that. But he knows the league, he knows Wagwan, he's fitting in quite nicely, and I'm cool with that. Do you get me? And I think everyone knows Wagwan. So Bosla is the one that's a bit, do you know what I mean? But again, from what I've seen, he ain't looked great, but he's not looked shook. You know, them ones there, like
Really?
he's looked like, you know what, let me do my thing. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think we're kind of cool. He's been on the international stage. Do you know what I mean? He knows pressure and that. It's Chelsea's. They've got a lot of unknowns. Do you know them ones there? That's what it is. Like their thing is like.
Yep.
Do you see what I'm saying? So
Yep.
that's their expectation levels are a lot higher than
Hella
do you know
high.
what I mean? Like, yeah.
High. I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I will be there. You know what I'm saying? I'm very much, like I said, I hope they're right. Obviously, I want you lot to get packed by them, but I just don't see it happening. I really don't. I really don't. Plus, I think I do edge you lot in midfield, depending on who they play in there. Because with knowing Kunku, they won't have Caicedo. It's going to be Enzo, Gallagher, Chukwuemeka maybe. Is their front three.
Yeah.
Probably Chukwuemeka in there. So that's how I'm looking at it in regards to that. And actually, yeah, Jez has a question. He says, what's your thoughts on the new DOF saying? Ryan was complaining about him yesterday. Also, your thoughts and expectations on Diaz.
DOF at the moment, okay. If it ends, if the summer ends how this dead, isn't it? Like then it would be like no. But right now, I can't be too like unrealistic. He's in a new job. Do you know what I mean? He's patterned up. He's patterned up man from the German league that he knows. Do you know what I mean? I don't know how much hand he had in McAllister, but you get it. Like so, it's not too bad right now. Ask me that at the end of the transfer, and that's when you need to ask me.
Yeah, at the end of the window to say, the job that he's done.
Then I can let you know.
No, that's fair enough.
In terms of my expectation of Diaz, high. I know the injury kind of killed him last season still, so I will taper that. But now I'm expecting him to like do a lot more productivity, less futsal. Do you know what I mean? Like,
got you.
We all know that technically he's brilliant and he's mad, but I want more. Like, do you know,
need more goals, more assists.
Yeah, more goals, more assists. Like you're finding yourself in really good positions and that. Do some, instead of just spinning man, and then do you know what I mean? So, yeah.
That's fair. That's fair enough. So, what's the goal return you're looking for from him? Let's say Premier League, just Premier League.
10.
All right, that's fair. I think he got 4 last season. Yeah, because we was discussing this yesterday. Because obviously Ryan was criticizing him. He's not a fan. And I was like, I hear that you said what you said in regards to his productivity, but I was like, you got to give him more of a chance to play. Like, he's played 30 matches for you in the Premier League.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the injury killed him. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like it did. That's why I'm like, I'm basing that on the fact that you're holding that down. Do you know what I mean? That's you, bro. Come on, man. You should be breaking double figures. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, man ain't even saying a young 12, 13. I'm saying, yo, if you got 10 from 4 last season and he didn't play too tough, yeah, come on. That's what I'm saying.
Would you say, a lot of average, you got 4 from 13. If you do play 30 plus matches, you should get 10.
You should get
obviously
10.
You can't do it like that, but you should get 10. Yeah, you kind of look at it like that. Now, without doubt. And Stephanie G says, question for Saint, please. What do you think Klopp's expectations are for next season? Thanks. So this season coming, I'm guessing she's talking about. What's Klopp's expectations? So good shout. Yeah, what are the Klopp's expectations? Yeah.
That's a mad question.
Huh? It's a goodie.
It is a mad one. His expectations. It's hard for me to know his expectations without knowing, like, the dynamic and the relationship behind the scenes. I know I'm not trying to cop out on that, but if he's bending over to it, pause, but just kind of like, you know what, it is what it is. Like, do you know what I mean? Like I know what it is. Like, these men ain't never really gonna be ones that are gonna play this money game, and we're just gonna have to just do up, scrimp and scrape and hustle. That's just what it is. Then my expectation would expect would be to break into the top 4. Do you see what I'm saying? If he is like, nah, big, like, you know what, like, I kind of sheg things, but the whole system was a sheg for us to be in where we were last season. Like, I'm on stuff. Let's do this. Do you know what I mean? And is actually behind the scenes creating a lot more noise than in which we know. Then I'd expect for his expectations to be a little bit higher. But how do I know? Do you get it? So I'm just gonna kind of play it safe and say top 4, really, innit?
Right.
Which is sad, bro. We back to that, bro. You know, like that.
Back to from 4 trophies to top 4. Well, you can get back to that the season 2024-25. Get through the season, get back in the top 4. You should win the Europa League. Maybe a domestic
all
cup.
I want, bro. That's all I want.
You back?
Europa and domestic. I'll go to a parade for that. Stand.
Yeah,
that's my expectation. Do you know them?
You should, yeah, because you lot should do what we couldn't do, and Arsenal actually on that sense, and win the Europa League. You should definitely win that competition.
We should win that. Do you know what I mean? And then do up shameless, and then do up. He's really won every cup.
And then the league as well. So you're not really fussed where you finish in regards to the top 4 in terms of an aim. You're just saying finish top 4.
Second, third, fourth. What's the difference, bro? Like,
valid
really and truly.
Depending on how close you are, yeah. If you're not going to challenge, I get you.
If I'm challenging, then yeah,
that's a different conversation.
I don't think we're going to challenge. So what's like third or fourth? Like, woo, like, you know, like that. Like, fucking care, bro. This is depressing. I'm gonna bump my split, bro.
Yo, put your split, fam, innit? Do your thing. How am I taking a piss by asking a question, yo? I'm just asking questions. Why do I think I'm taking liberties? Like we in the same jail cell, you know what I'm saying? We in the same jail cell. Why are you saying I'm taking liberties? Like I'm living lavishly with my team.
What bunks you want? Nigga, we like nigga, we fucking care. Like nigga, we
it makes no difference. I don't know why man fight over that. Man just want to fight. That's what that is. You know, like in jail, does it really make a difference if you're on the top or bottom bunk? It makes zero difference whatsoever. Zero.
Man, yeah, but we were third. Yeah, but we were fourth. Who the fuck cares?
Yeah, facts. That's why I ain't fussed about no league position. Like, yo, where's the trophies at? You know what I'm saying?
If you're third, if you're third with no cup, if you're second in a title race with no cup, amazing. You're in a title race, cool. Third, you got third. Fourth, and you win a young like Europa and the FA, bro. I'd rather have the fourth, bro.
Yeah, you know, like the fourth with the Europa and the FA.
I'm not first. I'd rather have the fourth, bro. Like, and that's just. I'm not saying that's now. Do you get it? Like, telling me that, yeah, bro.
Nah, I hear you. That's fair enough. Big up to Chicago who says, actually before I get to that, big up to James Bond in the chat who says laughing emojis, man stress at flawless rolling mind right now, bro. Why is it me? I'm just asking questions to figure out where Saint's thought process is coming into the season and what he's looking for within the league as well. Because you get some fans who have strong feelings regarding like league position. And like I said before, people have tried to run that rubbish on me. You lot have seen Matisse, for those that have watched Battle of the North the past 2 weeks, try run the, United need to challenge. And I said, challenge and not win. So we just fighting to be number 2. We just fighting to be the bridesmaid. What kind of shit is that? Like, if we can't legitimately win within the challenge, what's the point? Just in the race to, we finished second. Just in the race to get a silver or bronze medal. Like, no, the aim should be gold. And if City mess up, which they kind of did last season, it's just that Arsenal weren't good enough to capitalize. That's what it was. They just bottled it. Because Arsenal should have won the league last season. So you should be in that predicament where if City are not at it, your team can capitalize. But big up to Chicago says, flawless question for you. I know we're on Liverpool right now, but do you think there's a lot of pressure on Ten Hag this season, considering the season we've had in the signings, outgoings we're involved in? Yeah, you can ask about Manchester United, so you don't have to apologize. It's cool. And that's to everyone in the chat. You can ask about Manchester United or Liverpool. That's fine. Of course, yes, Ten Hag's under pressure. Say that again.
I said or not. But...
Yeah, this guy. This fucking guy. This fucking guy.
It is what it is, I guess. Good.
This guy. But yeah, Shikaz was saying, yeah, Ten Hag, he's under pressure because he's Manchester United manager. So no matter, even if he had spent, let's say he had done a Spurs and spent zero money and we had signed nobody and had a few departures, you would still be under pressure to perform and get results. Obviously, to a lesser extent, but you're still under scrutiny, regardless if you spend 0, whether it's 100 million or whether you spend 500 million in a window. You are Manchester United Football Club. I've said this before. I was saying this earlier as well. Yeah, when I was talking to Ivorian, we moved the needle. No matter what's going on. City won the treble, we're still the talking point. I'm saying Liverpool had the terrible season they had last season, we're still the talking point. Chelsea spent as much as a small country do on war, finished 12th, had more managers than goals in certain months. We were still the talking point. Arsenal bottled it from an absolute impossible position, pretty much to bottle it. We were still the talking point. We moved the needle. We're always going to be on back pages of newspapers, always going to be social media. They're always going to get the most likes, the most retweets, most shares, most comments, etc., etc. Even when you see it on mainstream platforms like a Sky, like a BT, a BBC. Well, it's TNT now, but you lot understand my point. That's why Højlund signs and he's compared right next to Haaland. If he signed for Liverpool, if he signed for Chelsea, if he signed for Spurs or Arsenal, that's not happening. Signed for Manchester United, all right, let's compare the two because it drives conversation. So, yeah, is he under pressure? Yes. And he has to deliver. We have to improve. That's obviously first and foremost because you spent more money and you've got more of your players in. So I expect an improvement in terms of individually from everybody, which he did to the vast majority last season. Expecting more points, more goals, concede less. Expecting a more set system as well, improve the away record, etc. Go pick up a trophy. Even if it, as Saint says, a young Carabao Cup. Go win it again. We win because we're a cup team. You know what I'm saying? The FA Cup and the Carabao Cup are the two most realistic cups for us. Premier League, forget about it. Champions League, forget about it. Champions League, get to the quarterfinals, that'll be over the moon. Get us to the quarterfinals, over the moon. And then see where we land in terms of players and in terms of injuries on our side and the draw. Because when you draw the quarterfinals, then it's mapped out who you can potentially get in the semi-final and the final being at Wembley as well. Are we going to win the Champions League? Absolutely not. However, if we get a favourable draw, can you reach a semi-finals? Yes. Give us into Milan's draw. They played Benfica and Porto, I believe it was, to get to that semi-final. Then played AC Milan. And then bang, you end up in the Champions League final. Yes, they lost to Manchester City, but that's what it's all about. Big up to Jedi, who says, big up Flawless Insane, even though you support the ups. I don't know if you're talking about me or you. I don't know which one, but yeah, big up to you. Big up to you each and every time. But yeah, definitely under pressure. Without doubt, definitely under pressure. Say any Liverpool younger players you think will play this season, like how Bajetic played last season? It's a good question. That's from Warrior J.
No one really that I've seen other than Doak. I think Ben Doak is cold, and I would like to see, especially as I've said, that we need cover on that right side. I'd like that integration this season to be a little bit more seamless because he's sound different, man, and I really do think he's good. There's another in McConnell, I think I've seen in midfield. I just don't know if he's built yet. Like he looked all right, but he's still a bit young, man. Still a bit wet around the ears. So maybe like domestic cups and that. But yeah. No, I think proper want to see in, like, do you know what I mean, in match day lineups and that. Ben Doak, innit?
Now that's fair. That's what they're saying. Yeah, Ben Doak reminds me of a young Owen. That's from Kingsman7 hashtag FSG out. That's crazy. And he also said Press tried to do it with Darwin too with Haaland. I hear that, but the difference is they're both coming in for big money. So the fact they're both signed at the same time. Now we're talking about Haaland, who's just won a treble and broke every record known to man in what some people are calling the best Premier League side of all time with the best manager of all time.
Tried to say he made them worse.
Yeah, I remember that conversation. That's hilarious. So if Núñez was signed this summer, they won't compare him to Haaland. If you like, it's just that they was here at the same time, and then you lot happened to play each other in the Community Shield as well, which was set up like, all right, let's pitch these two.
Had the same trim, like it just You know what I mean?
And plus, you lot were the two teams who were battling out for the league. You were the two best teams in the country at that point. Unfortunately,
I said to these Arsenal man, like, be careful, you know. Like I'm not hating. I'm telling you, like, you know, like when I've seen it, bro. Like, brother, we've gone and you man did it in penalties, bro. We duppied them, man. Do you know them? Had me thinking. I was shouting the whole preseason, we're shit, like we are dead food, like. And then when I seen that game, I said, well, maybe I was wrong, like maybe
you're back.
No, like what's going on? No, and then Man United duppied us 3 games later. But still, like, I've seen this. Do you get it? Like, so, like, I don't think he'll do as bad as us, but like, bro, relax, innit? I'm telling you, man. But I don't know.
That's it. Like, that's what it is. It's legit. Just relax. Like, people doing way too much in regards to City losing. Like, doing way too much. Like, City will, unfortunately, as much as it pains me to admit it, they'll be fine. Did we not just watch what happened last year and they just won a treble? It's like, all right, people keep hoping, man. Keep hoping. That's what I would say. And Neil Gunner says, wouldn't Liverpool be better playing 3 centre backs, dropping Robertson, let Trent invert? Thoughts on that? Let's say you do sign a centre back, a left-footed one. Is that something you would like to see with the left-footed centre back? Say Van Dijk, Akanate, and then Trent inverting.
Bro, I've been singing this song from time. We should have at least seen it, bro. I've said this to you how many times? Like, bro, I should have at least seen it, bro. You know, them ones there. So then I can tell you, nah, because you know them ones there, like it doesn't work. So I don't really feel. This is why I said I rate Klopp. I don't rate his backroom stuff because them man there aren't trying shit, and them man there aren't. You know them ones there. So I don't think we will see it, bro. But you're right, and it's been the case even back when we had the defensive problem. Just go to 3 at the back, bro. Like,
yeah, you should have played. You should have tried to play 3 at the back. I don't know why you didn't try it.
Like,
just try it.
Seasons ago, bro. So
just try it, just to see. Just try it. 110%. And Warrior J says, Saint, do you think a panic buy might happen in the last day of the transfer market? But yeah, that's actually a good question. Similar to like an Arthur Melo. Could you see Liverpool doing something like that again? Why you take a deep inhale?
You're not trying to hurt. What kind of question is that? Of course you.
That's a good question, yo.
It's not a good question.
That's a legitimately good question. Do you think you've learned, or it could be said again? Just because it's an uncomfortable question, don't mean it's not a good question.
Well,
my man.
This is why I spent half of the show banning my root, bro. Trying to just self-medicate, bro. Like. Bro, man said you didn't even need. I didn't need the examples. Man said like Arthur. You're just jumping on a man's grave, bro. You're just kicking.
Yo, I'm just nah. It's not even kicking you. It's for people in the chat who might be like, yeah, Arthur Melo, like have Liverpool learned. I'm trying to add more. The reason why I add more context and more layers to the question to then maybe get more questions from the chat. That's how conversations move, man. And facilitating. You know what I'm saying? Like a good 6. You know what I'm saying? Screening, laying the ball off, all that type of stuff.
I could.
Yo, it's a long season, you know. You can't be like this at the start of the season. You can't be like this.
I can see that happening, and I don't want that to happen. And I'm really hoping that it don't happen. And if that does happen, then we'll be talking about the DOF differently. You get me? But it's. Because it has happened before, and I know how my club is run, it is a strong fear of mine. I'm just hoping that it's not going to happen in it.
I hear you. And say I know you gotta go shortly, but before we do indeed close out the show, people, still over 85 of you lot in the building. Only at 57 likes. Like check 1212. Let's get us up to 70 likes, people. Let's get us up to 70 likes, please. People, pay the toll when you enter the city of Sarcasm. Hit the subscribe button as well. I'm just refreshing the screen to see where we're at. We have recently gone past 7,500, so we're trying to get to 8,000 subscribers expeditiously. We're at 7,533. Only looking for 2 new subscribers, people. I know there's at least 2 of you lot out of the 85 in here who have not hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button now. Hear me good. Hit the subscribe button now. Hit the notification bell as well. And on top of that, don't forget this show, all the other shows are available on audio only platforms as well. SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you listen to podcasts, type in Sarcasm City TV, and this show and all the other shows on the YouTube and on the Twitch will pop up. But Saint, before you go get your prediction on the big game, man. Huge game. Like I said, game of the opening day weekend. Chelsea versus Liverpool from Stamford Bridge. Score prediction.
3-1. Liverpool.
3-1 Liverpool. 3-1 Liverpool. Chelsea to go in front and then you batter them? Or do you 3-0 up and then they get
No, I think we go 2-0. I think then they come back. Then it gets a bit shaky bakey, because that's us, bro. You know, everyone's there. And and then we will finally put it to bed. I think.
Okay.
But I think 3-1.
I said 3-1. I think that's fair. I think that's fair, to be honest. 3-1. I think that's very fair. Neil in the chat saying 3-2. Let us know in the chat.
I was gonna say 3-2. I was thinking I can see us going like 2-0 up or something, and then them coming boom boom. Do you know what I mean? Then it's 2-2 or something like that. We are like that. There's gonna be something like that. It's not gonna be. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
it's not gonna be a dull affair.
Yeah, it's not gonna be a dull affair, and it's not gonna be like a battering either way. Do you know what I mean? We could be 3-0, bro. They're coming back, bro. Do you know the ones there? Like I'm telling you. I just don't know if they've got enough to score 2 goals. That's why I didn't go for the 3-2.
Yeah, I hear you. I look at their attack and I don't know. And take Nkunku out of it.
That's
where the goals. You got Sterling, Jackson, Madueke, Chukwuemeka, Enzo. Yeah, I hear you. Yes. What I'm saying. Yeah, the chat's even saying I'm not seeing no. Oh yeah, Neil. So yeah, Neil Gunner said 3-2 Chelsea, but everyone else 2-1 Liverpool. Mr. Kingsman, FSG out. I see a 1-1, 2-2 as well. And quickly before you go, FSG, because that seems to have been a talking point in regards to Lavia. Do you see them selling up at some point soon, or you think they'll be here at least for this season? That's become a talking point. And your thoughts on the protests and everything like that?
What protest?
All right, flying the banners over and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about, man. flying the banners over. You know what I mean. Like,
1-2 banners and that, yeah.
Flying the plane overs, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Hassan, man. He's flying the planes over Anfield, man. He's flying the planes. Yeah, shout out Don Hassan 6, man. You know what I'm saying? He's flying the planes over Anfield, man. Over the clock.
Yeah, nah, allow it. I think they'll still be here. This guy went from singing "We getting A-Rab money" to flying planes over. It's mad, bro.
That's peak for man, you know. I didn't even look at it like that, yo.
Bro, we're getting Bellingham, bro. Like to fly planes over, bro. That's man went out sad, fam.
Man went out bare sad, yo. He went out sad, yo, with his shaved head as well, man.
With no hair.
He
went out sad, bro.
With no hair, bro. Looking like Doug from what's it called? The cartoon. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
Oh shit. Oh man.
It is looking like you.
Don't let this club break you, bro. Don't let
you
this
did,
club
man.
break you.
Yeah, with the baldy looking like, with the hair growing back, looking like Walter Off-White. You know what I'm saying tonight?
Trying to mess it up, bro. Trying to mess it up. ITKs. Allow me. Oh, shit. Man,
shout out, Sam. Go subscribe to his channel, people.
We're looking like a young Gerard G. With a crew cut with a big collar. Hey, telling me.
Carlsberg.
Jeez. The Reebok thing. Hey.
He did, yo.
Oh,
I had the Gerard trim, yo. I had the Gerard trim.
I had the crew cut thing.
Oh, jeez. Hey, subscribe to This Is Football, man. Make sure you go sub to his channel. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe here. We're back. When we got coming up tomorrow, midnight, the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A Wednesdays. Of course, because we're back to regular schedules after the specials, people. So yeah, Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, where we'll be answering all your sporting questions. Big up to my guy Eddie in the chat as well. I love to everyone who has locked in. This has been the Manchester United Liverpool show. Man United podcast meets the Analysis at Anfield podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up.